My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And it's a whole new day. It's a whole new, really whole new barrel, batshit crazy from Toxic Doctor Who fandom. Remember Toxic Doctor Who fandom when they were convinced they were the lords of the manor and they would be here forever. They were Doctor Who fandom, and anybody who didn't like Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who was an icky wicky bigot. Yeah, well, that didn't really last very long, but man, when it lasted, it was not fun, right? It was not fun. But now, those days are over. Toxic fandom are a tiny dying pimple on the face of Doctor Who, slowly drying off and falling off. I think I really felt this way when I saw the Gallifrey 1 convention, how the mighty have fallen, right? They're just these pathetic little people running around in face masks still, and the world's moved on from them, right? Everything they said is the absolute opposite of what happened, right? You know, they said, oh, the world's moved on from you, boring old, greying old men. Well, it looks like it moved on for you a whole lot bloody quicker, didn't it? So, yeah, they're going crazy. They're going crazy. Now they're pissed off that David Tennant's on Doctor Who magazine's cover. But when we get into it, it's actually a little bit sadder than that. It's a little bit sadder. It's a little bit more pathetic. It's Toxic Doctor Who fandom, right? It's Toxic Doctor Who fandom. And honestly, this is really just an expression of mental ill health. But it's there's so much poor mental health, right? There is so much poor mental health because people very much strongly believed in stuff and it just wasn't true, right? That's the bottom line. People believed the glass ceiling was being broken, you know, that they were fighting against the bigots and they were winning, and they weren't. There weren't any bigots they were fighting against. They weren't winning. It was we were all losing. That's really what it was. And this is what happens when you realize that you've been sold a crock of crap and you've been following it with full dedication for years and years and years. This is what happens. You double, triple down until you find yourself in an insane spot, in a totally insane spot. Look, it used to be like, you know, kids were understood that they were idiots and they kept their bloody mouths shut, you know, or at least talk to each other. Now with social media, they talk to everybody and they think their ideas are valid, even when they're really ridiculously stupid, as we're about to see, right? We're about to see. But anyway, this is, we're watching the death of Toxic fandom. Thank God. I think the death knell will really be in November, December, when we see Shooty Gatwa and David Tennant. Yeah, I think that's really when it's going to be over forever. And it can't end soon enough for me, right? It can't end soon enough. Fine, so this is, I would say a very bizarre little story we're going to get into. Like, share, subscribe, comment. All those things are very good. Thank you very much for doing that. If you can subscribe, that'd be fantastic. Wait, you all can subscribe, okay? If you could consider subscribing, that'd be fantastic. Thank you very much. Look in the video notes. Sign up to my Substack, my email newsletter. I send out books on tape. Created by AI, voice cloned AI. Right now I'm working on this one, Millennial Rights by Craig Hinton. I'm really enjoying it, actually, I have to tell you. I'm taking longer with it because I want it to come out good. I want it, to me it sounds like Colin Baker, right? I want to enjoy it. So it's taking me longer than I planned, but I'm also alternating off and doing Paul McGann reads this one as well, The Dying Days. Love it, absolutely love this. I love these books. It's great to be able to rediscover them. It's a lost era of Doctor Who. So sign up my Substack, that's all free. Thank you very much for doing that. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I think we covered everything. Fine, now, this comes from my live stream last night. It was on the last day of February. Can't remember what the date was. 28th, maybe? The 29th, is that leap year? It wasn't leap year, so 28th. Today's the 1st of March. But now, let me hand over to me from last night. So this is the cover of this week's Doctor Who magazine. It comes out Thursday. We'll be doing a big review of it, right? I thought this was absolutely lovely, right? I thought that absolutely lovely. Couldn't see no problem with it. Now, here's why I thought it was. People are upset the K9's head is cut off. And people are very upset that the focus is on David Tennant. But here's why it's brilliant the focus is on David Tennant. Because it's about... David Tennant is our surrogate, really, in a lot of ways, right? It's about... His love of Doctor Who is our love of Doctor Who, right? And by placing him central in the on the cover, right? Then it's talking about our love of Sarah Jane. We love Sarah Jane, right? I really think that that's the case of it. That's what we're trying to say. That picture shows me David Tennant's love of Sarah Jane, right? Which echoes my love of Sarah Jane, right? That's why I think it was brilliant. But representation. So firstly, we have having Tennant also on the cover does not mean they don't trust Sarah Jane being on. Well, it does not mean Sarah Jane being on her own. He's on the he's the current Doctor, and they probably just thought it's a nice photo of them together. That's most likely all it is. Yes. Yeah. People have started freaking out, right? People are freaking out about it. David Tennant. So why are they freaking out again about this perfectly lovely cover, right? What? Honestly, it should give you the chills, right? It should give you the feels in the heart, right? That's the point of it. Why are they freaking out? Because David Tennant isn't David Tennant. David Tennant is the totem of complete and total failure of the Jodie Whittaker era, right? That David Tennant needs to be brought in to sell any merchandise whatsoever. The minute he appeared on screen, interest reappeared. Literally the nanosecond. And it was palpable, and we all saw it instantly, right? It's so strange. It was so strange. So for the people who loved Jodie, it's not that they love Jodie Whittaker, right? They thought they were right. They thought they were right in that they were living in this wonderful, beautiful new world of no families, no gender, no complete fluidity, and all the old fogies from the past aren't interested, and we're stunning and brave and we're the future. No, you weren't, right? You were absolute failure. The ridiculous. I saw this today. I put out a short about it, that you can win one of Jodie's rainbow T-shirts for children in need. I'm like, who gives a shit, really? I mean, like that for me was the nadir of Doctor Who, right? So they don't see David Tennant; they see them being wrong, right? And with that context, this all starts to make sense. This is way better in every way. It's even the top space or the banners and logo. It's so much better, but it doesn't show. It doesn't. It doesn't highlight our love of Sarah Jane, right? It highlights Sarah Jane. It's different, right? Bit dumb of folk to complain about 10 being on the cover. Sarah Jane was a companion of 10. Oh, yeah. So, okay, you'll be sorry for doing a stupid voice, Jim, mate. I apologize, okay? It ain't none of it he could have used. Hell, even the uncropped original photo of the one would have been better. Okay, whatever. But now I'm not wrong. In 44 years of watching Doctor Who, I've never wanted to leave, but I'll be glad when this year is over and Tennant is gone. I hate people. From 06 to 09, the show became about his celebrity, and it's happening again. Yeah, it's the same thing in the 70s with Tom Baker and John Pertwee and William Hartnell. Oh, and Patrick Troughton. I mean, less so with Peter Davis and Colin Baker and Cecil McCoy, in all fairness. But certainly those first four Doctors were about the celebrity of, I mean, they were huge, right? Yeah. Yeah, but I think Doctor Who was waning by the time we got to Peter Davis, and quite frankly. This is happening again. This entire anniversary it will be pumping up this guy's ego. No, it's not about pumping up his ego. Honestly, I disagree with him fundamentally about a lot of the causes that he's like a bit of a lovey for, right? But I don't think he needs his ego pumped up. He's strikes me as being a genuinely and on a real sense, a humble person. He has humility, right? He strikes me as at least being able to pretend to have humility. So, good for you. Is it men again? It would appear so. Mr. Mr. Grimlock, or Dr. Grim, whatever his name is. So this guy, apparently sets up these cafes and he runs. Someone was telling me a weird story about this guy's MO. Set up! No more David Tennant! At that moment, he knew he effed up. What's wrong with you people? You're all weird. Horrific! I want to get again. You'll say this is horrific. This is lovely. Dude, you need to get out more. Oh, yes, I also love Sarah Jane Smith, played by David Tennant. Oh, shut up. I love the couple. Why David Tennant? Just have Sarah Jane and the gang. To me, it's all fan wanker. A bit homophobic? Don't include the gay icon from the Sarah Jane and Luke Smith. I mean, gee, fucking Christ, mate. I had a problem being once shared a meme to me. I wish I had it. It was so funny. That it was a funeral and a vicar, somebody was like burying a coffin, and the vicar said, "Does anybody have anything they would like to add?" And somebody in the crowd goes, "I'm trans." Yes, that's what this strikes me as. Narcissism. I think David Tennant is great, but this is only because Sarah Jane, Elizabeth Sladen, they can license or something. Change the cover, I beg. Oh, I beg you, please, please, the humanity, no, not that cover. Yes, David Tennant in a beautiful cover on Doctor Who magazine. Yes, oh, the horror. It's amazingly weird. No, that's you are amazingly weird. That David Tennant is on the front cover. Sarah can ride on her own. This is tiresome. Yes, it is. I don't think you will know quite how accurate you are there, darling. I'm not a massive fan of this cover, NGL. What's NGL mean? I don't know what NGL means. Wait a second. Let's look up that. NGL meaning. Not gonna lie, moron. Okay, fine. Thank you. There's so many. I mean, just see how many of these things are. We're not the cover kind of disrespectful the off the side for yet more 10 focus. Do better. Oh, fuck off. Do better. You are such really. That's just a pathetic. You're like finger. Do better. Whatever. Well, I think front and center. I love D Tennant, but yikes. Okay, here's something you need to know. If you use the word yikes in a tweet, you're a douchebag, right? You beware. The doctor comes in, after I got please sit down. So Mr. Lebetkin says. So we tested young Timmy, and I'm afraid the results are conclusive and very grim. What are they? I'm afraid your son is a douchebag. Really? Yes, your son is a douchebag. How do you know? Well, we highlighted the use of the word yikes in tweets. No! Don't tell me he used the word yikes! Yeah, I'm afraid so, sir. What did we do? How did we raise a child? Don't get why people are upset about this. Then again, fans seem to be upset about anything nowadays. So, Glenn, we agree there, mate. You could have just had this on the cover, but you just had to put Tennant on again. Oh, he rubs it into my eyes. His success is Jones' failure. Which is my failure. Help me, I'm melting. Yes, he's the doctor at the moment. And nothing gets him. Obs. Obs. But this is mostly about Sarah. You could have had a picture of her. Why is he there? Okay. Weird, but okay. We love piranha plants. I guess they're the things in the background that you can't really see. Okay. We love Sarah Jane, and then they say, and then they said to the cover, the David, they sent her the doctor and push her out and K9 out the frame. Get over it, mate. Wow, patriarchal cover. Fuck me. Is this a parody tweet? This must be a parody. This patriarchal cover. We love Femiday so much. We make her stand behind the doctor. Walk behind the doctor. Do better. Lifelong fan here. How long's that life been? My guess is not that long. I want to look up this person's bio. Okay. Sometimes you just got to look up a bio, right? What does it go to? I'm not going to say album guy. I don't know. Well, it's very hard to type without. I did it. I got to look at this person's bio. So it's IHP proficient in teenage angst, all the coffee, former ITPM analyst, programmer, proud mum, vaxxed, and masked. Oh my god, vaxxed and masked. That's crazy. Okay, well, darling, you're a weirdo, darling. Yeah, do better. I think this is an insane grown-up. Doctor Who magazine forgot to go through the extensive preparation or ritual before designing the cover to resist the temptation to put David Tennant on everything. Oh yeah, they find cells so horrifying. Yeah, they're just no cells, please. No, I normally don't jump in. That just seems more about David Tennant than Sarah Jane. Not his fault, but could have been a better cover. More David Tennant. Well, around the cover. These people are weirdos. I mean, honestly, these people are weirdos. They genuinely are weirdos. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.